Hi there, I'm Bear with Arms, and welcome to Poke Doke. It can't be easy starting with grass. Personally, I prefer cocaine. But seriously, it can't be easy to create a great grass-type starter. I mean, with waters, you have anything that's seen, flown over, or even remotely touched a body of water before. And with fire, you'd think it'd be a lot more limited, but because of its limitedness, we let them get away with a lot of crap. I mean, seriously. You take any animal you want to, you slap a can of orange paint onto there, you make it breathe fire from one of its orifices, and somehow, we're okay with that. But with grass, you have grass! And it's a lot harder to sell kids on grass, though it gets a lot easier between the ages of 13 and 32. And so, I like to give credit where credit is due. I absolutely love it when there's a great grass-type Pokemon. But is it just me, or does it seem like those great grass-type Pokemons never really seem to be the starters? As in, I'm not sure if I can really name an amazing great grass-type starter. I mean, seriously, you got Twighead, Squirrel Hat, fucking Lima Beans. Even their best barely integrate the grass-type element. You got Frog with Flower on back, who, by the way, is kin to Jamori's least favorite Pokemon, and you got Lizard with Pine Tree shoved up its ass. Really working hard on that one, boys. Really working hard. Now I know that's highly opinionated, and we should all get along and love each other and coexist and happy times all around, ice cream sundae floats for everyone. But even the staunchest grass-type supporters should admit that it seems like they get the short end of the stick, and it's bullshit. Where's that great grass-type Pokemon that was gonna bring them all into the light? Gen 7. It was in Gen 7. Rowlet, the grass quill Pokemon. Now, I felt many emotions that day those Gen 7 starters were announced, mostly because I'm a water starter myself, and Poplio and I are on mixed terms at best, and fucking hate each other with the fire of 1,000 suns at worst. But when I looked at Rowlet, I only felt one thing. Love. I felt love. You know, I looked at this little owl and I thought to myself, hey, there's a Pokemon worthy of being a grass-type starter. I thought to myself, hey, maybe I'd start with grass this time. I was immediately disowned by my family and they had every right to do so, but Rowlet's worth it. Look, you may be nostalgia blind towards your personal favorite, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. But there is no way anyone is ever going to convince me that Rowlet isn't the greatest, most seamlessly integrated grass-type starter Pokemon of all time. Or at least up to now. Let me explain. I want you to take a look at Rowlet's design. What's the first thing you notice? It's an owl. Congratulations, you get a gold star. Did you know that a wide array of animals live in trees and gather around bushes and frolic through the flowers? Well, congratulations, you're officially smarter than Game Freak, who thinks that only lizards have the ability to do this. Or sorry, just reptiles and amphibians in general have this ability to do that. Seriously, a pattern of 5 out of 7 over there really shows that they have a great public education system over there in Japan. Says the guy who went to the greatest public education system in the world. America, yay. So they're already out to a good start. Now what's the second thing you notice about its design? It's incredibly simple. I mean seriously, it's not much more than a circle with a face and some feet. And honestly, when it comes to Pokemon, that's a really good thing. See, and they're never in a quest to try to keep every Pokemon an original and different snowflake. They ended up going to some visually crazy places. To the point where I have no idea what the fuck that thing's supposed to be, but I know that if I stare at it too long, my eyes tend to start bleeding. In Gen 1, this wasn't the case. All the Pokemon designs were relatively simple, because they could be. They weren't measuring up against anything else. And that's where a lot of the charm came from. Instead of those games where kids are left going, what the fuck is that thing? Kids could be like, hey, I know what the fuck that thing is. And that's what made it incredibly endearing. So that's why I love Rowlet being incredibly simple, both because it's very easy on the eyes and because it makes you feel a little nostalgic. Also, I'm just super into owls. But so what? It's cute, it's simple, who gives a crap? That doesn't make it a good grass-type Pokemon. And you know what? You're absolutely right. No, what makes it a good grass-type Pokemon is the use of leaves. And no, I'm not just talking about the bow tie. Though hey, don't disrespect the bow tie, okay? No, what makes Rowlet a perfect grass-type Pokemon are the leaf feathers. Sound too easy? Well, it should be. Pokemon design should feel easy. That's what makes it more natural. My biggest problem with grass-type Pokemon isn't the grass-type element itself, it's that the designs always feel super lazy. It's like they create the design first and realize, oh shit, I guess we forgot to create some grass-type Pokemon, so let's find whatever plant is lying around the office and crazy glue it to the back of it. What makes Rowlet my favorite grass-type starter is it looks like they actually looked at an animal for once and were like, oh hey, you know what would be a natural integration? It's, leaves are a lot like feathers. That would be great. It's a natural grass-type Pokemon that can for once. Then it's not even that ingenious of an idea. Feather leaves are so simple that it's embarrassing that it took them 20 whole years to come up with the idea. And before anyone goes off of me about how Tropius did it first, no, the banana neck scrotum flying sauropod fucking motherfucker dinosaur fucking didn't. Those are just leaves because it's a banana plant, and that's to show to you how fucking crazy Pokemon designs are now, man. They're just trying to keep it original, but they're just going weird places now. So if I'm so head over heels about Rowlet, how do I feel about its evolution, Dartrix? A lot of people hate Dartrix for its dumb hair and its overwhelmingly smug face, and I get it. I totally get it. But I do not agree with him. I am on the exact opposite side of the spectrum for the exact same reasons. Look at me. Look at my face. Okay? Look at my face. Look at my face. Look right here. Look. I love Dartrix. I love it. I love it so much. I just love its dandiness and its overwhelmingly expressive face, but more than that, I just think it perfectly builds upon everything that Rowlet had introduced. And I think as far as starter Pokemons go, it's one of the few good middle evolutions. I just love this preppy owl and... oh no. Oh man. Oh man. It's a senpai. Dartrix is a senpai. Nintendo wants me to fall in love with this thing. Nintendo wants me to date this thing. Nintendo wants to create a dating game based upon Dartrix. And that would explain why I'm feeling things about it that I'd never felt about a boy before. Do you think he'll notice me? By going from Dartrix to Decidueye is something that you may not see happening. That is, if you're like me and somehow missed this leak. Seriously, how did I miss this thing? It's like I'm in 8th grade all over again, and I'm not invited to the dance. Or to parties. Or to graduation. Or to class. Or to home. But honestly, all 3 of these final forms I did not see coming, with Decidueye pissing me off the least. But still, it's not what I was expecting. But for once it's not like, oh hey, surprise, it's an octopus, or hey, surprise, it's a palm tree, or hey, surprise, you can handle raising triplets, right? No, for once it was like, hey, I know you were expecting some stuffy suit or something, but here's something even better. It was like I had ordered like an average burger, and instead they just brought me just this, succulent, prime cut of sirloin. Or for my vegan fans out there, like I had ordered carrots, and instead of just bringing me this average carrots, they bring me just the premium, finest grown carrots with the best ranches from Zanzibar, and shit, it's animal products. Look, I'm trying to be inclusive, okay? Decidueye is a beast, and I absolutely love it. 'Cause, I mean, what's there not to love? You play in the whole owls or birds of prey part by giving it this beautiful leafy plumage, which lets it hide out in the trees, and it also at the same time is the feathers, which you have come to love since the Rowlet stage, and just a beautiful continuation on that. And then you make its wing a bow and arrow, and you liken it to Robin Hood, and that just seems like something a 5th grader would doodle during math class, but in an awesome way. Like, this 5th grader is going places if it doesn't die of a heroin addiction first. God, I love it. Hell, even this new secondary ghost typing is based on the fact that the design is based on the Pleo species of owl, which in Hawaiian mythology is said to be one of the forms that the ancestor spirits are said to take. And that's awesome. But more than that, it just so happens to be Moana meets Robin Hood, the Pokemon, which coincidentally just happens to be what my new fanfiction is written about. I mean, it doesn't really get good till Shrek shows up, but we're breaking a lot of social bound, and I'm sure we're gonna change the world. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love every single Pokemon in this line. I love this entire line as a whole. It's amazing. And it's so inspiring to see a grass-type starter be the best like no one ever was. To see this tiny little owl grow into this badass hunter all with this great focus on grass is amazing. It's excellent. It's inspiring. And it means a whole hell of a lot more to me than some NBA starting line fire tiger or whatever the hell this monstrosity is supposed to be. I have a lot to say about you. So as much as it might physically and spiritually hurt me to admit this, I think a grass-type Pokemon may be my favorite in the entire generation. Oh. That hurt. That hurt. So I'm gonna have to go lie down for a little bit. But they're that damn good. I'm Bear with Arms. This has been Poke Doke, and I gotta catch you all real soon. I'll see you later, folks.